Do you feel like you're living your life or just watching it pass by? Stop right now. Seriously, stop. Put everything down for a second and ask yourself one question. Am I really living or am I just existing? Because there is a difference. And most people never notice it until it is too late. I'm going to show you exactly what that difference looks like today. I'm going to give you 20 lessons that will hit you like a cold glass of water on a sleeping face. Not to motivate you with pretty words. To wake you up with truth. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand something I couldn't explain to you in just one sentence right now. But it will make complete sense before we are done. Are you? Time, your life. Not money. Not energy. Your time. And you are killing it every single day. Here is the truth nobody is brave enough to say to your face. You're not killing time. Time is killing you. Every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, every hour you spend scrolling, every morning you hit snooze and go back to sleep, you are not just wasting time. You are destroying pieces of your actual life. Right. Your life of seconds. Seconds, minutes. Minutes come days. Days, years. And years become your whole story. And if you waste enough of them, you look up one day and ask, where did it all go? You don't feel it today. But happening. Your energy is dropping slowly. Your parents are getting older slowly. Your dreams sitting there waiting. But for how long? Pause the video right now and write this down. Time, not a resource. Time is my life. I will gold rat. Read it morning. Because the moment you feel your hours as pieces of your life, you stop wasting them on things that don't build anything. You start saying no. You start cutting 1 hour of social media. You use that hour to read or learn or grow. You start to move. That is where everything changes. And this next one, this one is going to sting. Stop blaming. Start. Your life is your responsibility, not your parents, not friends, not your school, your boss, your city, or your government. My students always make this mistake. They come to me with a long list of reasons why they cannot start. I didn't go a good school. My family doesn't believe in me. I don't money. I don't have connections. I don't have time. And I nod. And then I ask one thing. How long you been saying that? And the room goes quiet. Because the answer is always the same. Years. They have been saying the same excuse for years and their life hasn't moved an inch. The people who win in life are not the ones who had perfect conditions. They are the ones who said, I don't care what I didn't get. I will create something from nothing. Think about Oprah Winfrey. Born in poverty, abused as a child, not a single privilege. And today she is one of the most respected humans on this planet. She didn't and cry. She built. She refused to be a victim of her story even when her story was painful. Boom. Accept your story, but don't let your story hold the pen. Write your problems down on a piece of paper tonight. Then write one solution next to each one. One action. Not perfect. One, because you are not weak. You are just not using your power yet. Your comfort zone is a trap. I used to do this too and it never worked. I would wake up, check my phone, eat something, watch videos, maybe do a little work, go back to sleep, and repeat the whole cycle. It felt easy. It felt safe. And nothing changed. Because there is growth in comfort. All the good stuff lives outside of it. The body you want. The money you want. The confidence you want. All of it is on the other side of uncomfortable. And most people never cross that line because they're scared. Scared to fail. Scared to be embarrassed. Scared of what people will say. Let me tell you something. Laugh. Let you keep. Anyway, imagine a seed. If it stays under the soil and never pushes through the ground, it never becomes a tree. It just, in the dark. You, seed. And you have been sitting in the dark long enough. Do something uncomfortable today. Speak English even if your voice shakes. Apply for the job even if you don't feel ready. Post the video even if it's not perfect. Fail proudly. Fail loudly. But fail forward. Because the only real failure is never trying. I'll do it later is the biggest lie you are telling yourself. I will say, again, I'll do it later is a lie. It doesn't mean later. It means never. That phrase is the voice of laziness dressed up as patience. It is fear wearing a reasonable mask. The people who win in life are not waiting. They are moving. Right now. They act even when they're scared. Even when they're not ready. They act because they know that later always becomes never. You've been saying you want to learn English. You've been saying you'll exercise. Start a business. Read up. Fix your sleep. And when exactly does that later come? Next year? Someday? Let me tell you, thing raw. Someday is not a day of the week. Time, your slave. It will not wait for you to feel ready. You don't get a notification saying your window is closing. It just closes. And you will be left with one thing. Regret. And regret is the worst pain in this world because it comes from your own hands. Set it right now. 10 minutes. Pick one thing been avoiding. Start it. Don't make perfect. Don't think it. One action right now is worth more than 100 perfect plans for later. How mad is that? Exactly. Stop thinking so much and start doing. This is a reframe. You think the problem is that you don't know enough. But actually the problem is that you know too much and do too little. Your mind is your enemy. But for most people, it has become a cage. They think about the business for months. They plan the workout routine, buy the shoes, download the app, but never actually go. They watch videos about speaking English, but never open their mouth. Overthinking is destruction in slow motion. You imagine the failure before you even try. You write the story of your defeat before the game even starts. And that, you stay stuck. Thinking is useful, but only a short time. After that, it becomes fear. And fear is a liar. Try saying this right now out loud. I don't need to know everything. I just begin. Say it again. Say it, you mean it. Because the guy who reads 50 books on swimming, but never jumps into the water will never swim. You are that guy, your dreams. Solution. Think 10 minutes. Then act for the next 10 hours. Let action, the habit. Let movement become your identity. Because success from thinking. It comes. Get it? Be that guy. Not lazy one. Not the one who complains. Not the one who always finds a reason to stop. Be the guy who does what others won't. The one who wakes up early when others are still sleeping. Who studies when others are watching random videos. Who speaks when others are afraid. Who believes in himself when everyone else is laughing. In every city, in every family, in every group of friends, there is always that one person who becomes something. The one who proves everyone wrong. The one who changes their whole life while everyone else stays exactly the same. Why can't be you? I am obviously asking. Why do you think success belongs to someone else? Why? Dress like success. Walk success. Talk success. Not because you have it yet, but because are becoming it. Tell people plans. Show them results. Be the guy that people talk about years later because he changed everything around him. That guy, and you just choose it. Your biggest enemy is not outside you. It is not your phone, your job, your lazy friends, or your difficult situation. It is you. Specifically, it is the version you. The part that says quit. The part that whispers, it's okay to be average. The part that pushes you toward the couch when you should be at the desk. That version of you is the enemy. And you have to fight him every single day. That is real battle. The lazy version versus the hungry version. The scared version versus the brave version. The version that stays safe versus the version that wants to change everything. Every morning you wake up and both of those versions are ready to fight. And only will win. Which one you feed is which one wins. Every time you choose the book instead of the scroll, you feed the right wolf. Every time you wake up on the first alarm, you feed the right wolf. Track your wins. Even small ones. Write them down. Because your identity changes slowly. And every right choice reshapes who you are becoming. Train your willpower or your feelings will run your life. And let me be with you. Feelings are liars. You don't feel like waking up early. You don't working out. You don't studying. Great. Then you have a choice. You can follow your feelings like a child, or you can train your mind like an adult. Willpower is not something you have or you don't. It is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start small. Pick one thing tonight that you normally avoid and do it anyway. Put your phone in another room after 10. Go for one 10-minute walk even if you don't feel like it. Write one paragraph even if you don't feel inspired. The moment you do it without feeling ready, you build the muscle. And slowly, you become the person who controls his habits instead of being controlled by them. Speak to yourself like a leader. Tell yourself, I don't break promises to myself. Because the day you master your willpower is the day you take control of your life. Comparison is killing you quietly. If you keep comparing your life to others, you will never be happy. Most people hate their lives not because their lives are actually bad, but because they spend more time watching other people's lives than building their own. You go on Instagram, you see someone with a better car, a better body, a better life, speaking better English, getting more attention, and you start to hate yourself. You think, what is wrong with me? But here is the truth. You are comparing your behind-the-scenes footage with their highlight reel. You see 15 seconds of their life and compare it to your 24 hours. You don't see the one nights they cried. You don't see the 1,000 times they fell and got back up. And still you let that fake comparison destroy your confidence. Pause the video right now and do this. Think of one thing you have improved about yourself in the last 3 months. That is your race. And your race is only with who you were yesterday. Unfollow accounts that make you feel less than enough. Focus on path. Replace comparison with inspiration. Learn others. But never hate yourself, because you're not them. You were born to be them. You were born to be a better version of you. Don't take advice from people who haven't done it. If you want to build a house, you don't ask the man whose roof is leaking. If you want to speak fluent English, you don't ask someone who is still afraid to open his mouth. If you want financial freedom, you don't ask your broke friend. Ask the person who has done it, who has failed trying to do it, who has won after failing. The internet is full of people talking, and most of them are just noise. Opinions, experience, advice without scars. Don't let these voices confuse your journey. Your uncle says don't start a business, but has he ever started one? Your classmate says your English will never be fluent, but is. Then why listening? Ask yourself one question before taking any advice. Has this person what I want? If yes, listen carefully. If no, smile, say thank you, and move on without explaining yourself. Because one wrong piece of advice from the wrong person can delay your dream by 10 years. Protect your vision like it is your most valuable thing. As it is. Pick self. Nobody else is coming to do it for you. The world won't clap for you until you've already made it. They won't believe in you until you've proven it. They won't show up for you when you need them the most. So, waiting. Stop waiting for someone to tell you that you are good enough. Stop waiting for a phone call, a lucky break, a sign, a partner, a stage, a sponsor. Pick. Start now. J.K. Rowling got rejected 12 times before anyone published Harry Potter. What if she had waited for someone to believe in her? She didn't. She picked herself and the whole world followed. Write your own name on the opportunity. Start the YouTube channel. Start the podcast. Post video. Send application. Start the business with what you have right now. Tell yourself every morning, I don't need anyone to pick me. I pick myself. Because the world cannot ignore someone who believes in themselves so deeply and so loudly that it becomes impossible not to notice. No risk, no story. You want a life worth telling? You don't get greatness without gambling something. Your comfort, your safety, your reputation, your time, your peace. Every person admire took a risk. Every champion had to lose something to gain something greater. Without risk, your life becomes predictable, safe, empty. And at the end, nobody will remember how carefully you played it. They'll remember what you dared to build. You were scared to speak English in front of people, so you never spoke. Years by, and you still can't speak. But what if you had spoken once, made 10 mistakes, and learned from every single one? What if one moment of courage could give you 10 years of reward? Take one today. Talk to that person. Post that video. Start chapter. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? And then ask, but what if it actually works? Because without risk, there is no fire, no story. So stop hiding. Be the one. Jumped. The clock is ticking, and it does not care if you're not ready. Say that in your head. The clock does not care if you are not ready. Life, right now, while you watching this, while you are debating whether to start, while you are waiting for the right moment. And the right moment, by the way, will never come. The right moment is the one you create. The worst pain is not failure. The worst pain is waking up 10 years from now, standing in front of the mirror, and asking yourself what happened to your dreams. You, not too young. You are not too old. You are not too busy. You are excuses. When are you finally going to stop watching other people win and start creating your own life? Are you going to let your dreams sit inside your mind until they turn to dust? Or are you going to stand up, look in the mirror, and say, no more? Right now, I'm done waiting. The clock ticking and is now. Nobody cares about your problems. And that is the most powerful thing I will say to you today. Nobody coming to save you. Nobody feels pain the way you do. People are too busy fighting their own battles. They'll listen for a few seconds, nod, and move on. That's real. But here, the twist. That truth is your greatest power. Because nobody cares, you are free. Free, and free to look stupid for a moment and then rise up completely. You don't approval. You don't need permission. You only yourself. Wipe tears. Clench your fists. Use the pain. Convert it purpose. Take the loneliness and turn it into power. Nobody cares, but you care. And that is everything. So build your life. Nobody is watching. Because, honestly, not. Why not now? People, next week, next month, next year. Tell me, honestly, what is going to change between now and then? Will you suddenly become more motivated? Will fear disappear? Will life become easier? No. If you can't start now, you probably won't start ever. The perfect time does not exist. Life, always messy. Your mind will always find a reason to delay. But every second you wait, your dream fades just a little bit more. Imagine your goal slowly turning into dust because you were waiting. You want your life? Start now. Not Monday. Not the month. Now. Because one small step right now, just one, can be the beginning of a whole new life. So give me one solid reason why not now. Take seconds. Think about it. You won't find one. Start. If you don't like your life, create a new one. Look around, is this you dreamed of? Are you waking up with in your chest? Or are you dragging yourself through each day pretending to be okay while dying a little inside? Be honest. You hate the routine. The habits. You hate how you feel. But you keep doing the same things every day and expecting something to change. That is madness. Hear the truth. You are not a tree. You can grow. You can If the life you're living feels fake, change it. Change habits. Change environment. Change the people you surround yourself. Change what you think. You don't need to wait for rock bottom. You just need to decide right now. You, a victim. You, an artist. Your life is a blank canvas. Start painting. Other people's expectations are a prison, and too many good people are locked inside. Let me tell you about someone I know. Smart. Fuck. He hates. He wakes up tired and goes to bed frustrated. Every single day is a copy of the last one. I asked him once, "Why are you still there?" And he said, "Because it's what everyone expects of me. Because they'll think me if I leave. Because safer. That, my heart. Because expectations will kill your spirit if you let them. People will draw a box around your life and say, stay here. Don't, too big. Don't, I knew. Be safe. But their expectations are not your destiny. If you live just to make others comfortable, you will end up hating yourself. You will smile in public and cry in your room. You'll feel like a prisoner inside your own skin. This, your life. Not your parents' life. Not society's life. And sometimes living for yourself means disappointing people who were never your real supporters anyway. Break the chains. Drop mask. Start living. Your pain, your power. Only if you stop hiding it, you have through things. Reals. Maybe you never told anyone. Maybe you carry it alone. Maybe you were betrayed, rejected, laughed at, left behind. And now you walk around with a heavy heart pretending everything is fine when it's not. I see you. And I want you to hear this. That pain inside you can destroy you, or it can build you. You decide which one. Most people, from pain, they bury it under distractions and fake smiles. But the strongest people I have ever seen, they use it. They say, that suffering made me tougher. That rejection taught me self-respect. That failure forced me to grow. Don't be of your pain. Be proud, survived it. You, still breathing. That means you are stronger than whatever tried to break you. Turn your pain into discipline. Turn it to fuel. Turn it into the voice that says, I will never let anyone make me feel like nothing again. You, broken. You are being rebuilt into something powerful. The darkest nights produce the brightest stars. Let the pain sharpen you, not silence you. Starve your distractions and feed your focus. Right now there are two wolves inside your mind. One called distraction, the other focus. Every time you scroll for hours, gossip, overthink, binge watch things that add nothing to your life, you feed the distraction wolf. And the more you feed it, the weaker your dreams become. Your brain gets lazy. Your eye fades. But here, the math. If you give your full focus for just 1 year, 365 days of real effort, your life will look nothing like it does today. That is not magic. That is discipline. Set a boundary with your phone. Turn it off at a certain time. Cut out who drain you. Say no to things, waste your hours, and then sit down and feed the focus wolf. Read. Work. Build. Fail. Focus is not you are born with. It is train. Starve the wolf that destroys you. Feed the one builds you. Life owe you anything. So fight for everything. The world doesn't care about your potential. It only your performance. You might be a person. You might a big heart. You might have dreams the size of mountains. But if you are not showing up, if you are not doing the work, life will walk right past you. That is the raw truth. There is fairy coming. No fake timing. No lucky break falling from the sky. It is all on you. You have to stop waiting for someone else to believe in you and start becoming someone you believe in. That hunger, that fire, that rage to rise, it has to come from inside. Nobody can feel it for you. Yes, life is unfair. Yes, some people start with more. But are you going to sit there and complain? Or are you going to stand up and say, I don't care how hard it gets, I will make it happen. Wake up every day with this one thought. Life owe me a thing, but I will still everything I deserve. I will work harder. I will show up earlier. I will keep going. Everyone else quits. And one day when they ask how I did it, I will smile and say, I stopped expecting life to be easy, and I started demanding more from myself. And here is what I want to leave you with. Maybe you're watching this right now and things are heavy. Maybe it's not one thing. Maybe everything feels like it is falling apart at the same time. Money is low. Mind is tired. Relationships are breaking. And you, just trying to survive one more day. Maybe nobody around you sees it. Maybe you are smiling outside and falling apart inside. I want to say this directly. Everything will be okay. Not because life is easy, but because still here. You still breathing. You still fighting. And that means your story is not over. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. It might be a long tunnel. It might feel like it on forever. But light. You just cannot stop walking toward it. Your worst days are not the end. They are the beginning of a stronger version of you. Find, dream. You don't need a perfect plan. You need to wake up. Something to fight for. Once you have that, protect it. Build it, bare hands. Learn every day. Work hard when nobody claps. Be obsessed with growth. You have no idea what you are capable of yet. You think you are weak. You think are behind. You're just warming up. You think too late. Even you. You are a storm waiting to rise. And when you do, the world will watch in shock. So, do this. Pick up, fix your posture, wipe face, and walking, because is waiting. Your greatness is waiting. Your dream is waiting. And it is time to stop asking yourself if you are really living or just existing, and start living in a way that answers that question every single day. Before you click away, go watch this next video right now. It will show you exactly how to take everything we talked about today and put it into one daily habit that changes everything. Your time is now. The clock ticking, and you are no longer existing. You living.